Today we are going to begin a new letter of the alphabet. And who can remember how many letters there are in the alphabet? Alexandra?
26.
That's right, there are 26 letters in the alphabet. And for every letter of the alphabet, we have an
Uppercase letter.
uppercase letter and an
Lowercase letter.
and a lowercase letter. And this week we are going to be talking about the letter B. And the letter B makes the B sound. Can you make that sound? B.
B.
Letter B says B.
B.
Very good. We are going to read a very special book today about a little girl whose name is Little B. And Little B is going to go on a journey to find things that begin with the B sound. So let's read this together. And look at that. On the title page and on the front cover is a picture of our letter of the week, the letter B. Now, is that the uppercase B?
No,
No, what is that?
that's the lowercase letter.
That is the lowercase letter B. Little B had a box. I will find things that begin with my B sound, she said, and I will put them into my sound box. Little B put on her bonnet and went for a walk. Little B found a bird and a bird bath. Did she put the bird and the bird bath in the box? Did she put it in?
She did.
She did! She put the bird bath and the bird in her sound box. Little B found a bunny. Did she put the bunny into the box with the bird and the bird bath?
Yeah.
She did! Then Little B heard a sound. Zzz. It was a bee! She put the bee into the box carefully. Next, she found a baby baboon in a tree. The baby baboon was eating a banana. I will put you into my box, said the little bee. The box was so big, she could hardly carry it. She found a bicycle with a basket on the back. Pages are sticking together. She put the box into the basket and rode the bicycle over a big bump. The baby baboon, the bunny, and the bird bounced out of the box. And Little B bounced off the bicycle. That was a bad bump, she said. Then she saw a ball and a bat. Let's play ball, she said. And they did. The baby baboon hit the ball with the bat. The ball bounced into a bush. Something was behind the bush. It was a bear. He gave the ball to Little B. Thank you, bear, she said. She put the bear, the bush, and the ball into the box. She put the baby baboon, the bat, the bird bath, and the bunny back too. The bee said, bzz, bzz, this box might break. I must find something bigger, said Little B. She rode her bicycle over a bridge. Under the bridge, she saw a boat, a big, big boat. She jumped up into the boat and took the things out of her box. This is big enough, she said. Big enough for all of us. And it was. And I thought that was a pretty neat book. And it had lots if you can remember any of the things from the story that began with the letter B and the B sound. Can any of you remember anything from the story that began with the letter B and the B sound? Raise a quiet hand. Yes, Alexandra.
The boat.
The boat. You're right. The boat began with the letter B and the B sound. Can you say boat?
Boat.
Do you hear the B sound when you say boat? What sound does the letter B make? What sound is that? Very good. I have a basket. Here. And I have a sound box, just like little B had in her story. And I thought it might be fun for us to pass this basket around and go through the things inside and see if they would go into our B box. So Alexandra, I'm going to give you the basket and I want you to see if the things in there would go in our sound box, if they belong with the B sound and that the letter B makes. Can you tell me some of the things that are in the basket?
The bear starts with the B sound.
So should the bear go into the basket?
Yes.
Yes, it should. Go ahead and put the bear in the basket. Or I'm sorry, into the box. My mistake. The sound box. What else do you have in your basket?
There's a button.
Does the button go on the sound box? Does it begin with the letter B and the B sound?
Yeah.
So should it go in the sound box?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and put it in the sound box.
There's a bug.
What sound does bug start with?
Bug.
Is that the sound that B makes?
Yeah.
It is. So should that go in our sound box?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and put it in the sound box. What else do you have?
There's a bell.
Does it go in the sound box?
Starts with bug.
Is that the sound that the letter B makes?
Yes.
So should it go in the sound box?
Yes.
Okay, put it in the sound box. You could go ahead and keep going.
There's a boat. That starts with the bug.
It does start with the butt, so should it go in the sound box?
Yes.
Yes, it should. Anything left?
Yes. The bat.
Bat. Do you hear butt when you say bat?
Bat.
Do you hear the butt?
Bat.
All right. Should it go in the sound box?
Yes.
All right, put it in the sound box.
There's a ball.
Do you think the ball goes in the sound box?
Yes.
Do you hear the sound butt?
Yeah.
Is our basket empty now?
Yes.
A basket.
Basket starts with the letter starts with bug.
Do you think it'll fit in our sound box?
Maybe.
I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
Should we try? We can try if you like. Did it fit?
A little.
A little. Should we leave it like that? Does it work?
No.
You can take it out or you can leave it. It's up to you. It's your choice. Very good job, Alexandra. You did a great job putting things in our box that begin with the letter B.
Thank you, Miss Sam.
And remember, each letter of our alphabet, besides having its own voice, has its own unique shape. And so here we have our uppercase letter B and our lowercase letter B. And we have our usual practice dots that tell us how to make the letter. What color letter, or what color dot do we start on when we're tracing our letters? Which color do we start on, Alexandra?
Green.
We start on green. Green is for go. And red is for?
Stop.
For stop. And then we have our numbers that give us our clues. So to make the uppercase B, I'm going to put my finger on the green dot and I'm going to make a nice straight line down. And when I get to the red, I stop. I'm going to take my finger up and I go back to the green dot next to the number 2. And I make one big bubble and go back and touch the line. And then I come out and I make another big bubble and come all the way down to the bottom of the line and I stop. then when I make the lowercase letter B, I start up here, number 1 green, and I make a straight line all the way down to the red dot, and I stop. And I pick my finger up and go to the number 2 green dot, and I put 1 bevel on the lowercase letter B. So if you notice, for uppercase letter B, we make one straight tall line. And for lowercase b, we make 1 straight tall line. But on uppercase B, how many bubbles did I put on uppercase letter B?
2.
I made 2 bubbles. 2 big bubbles. And on lowercase letter b, how many bubbles did I put?
1.
I put 1 bubble. Do I have anyone who would like to come up here to the chart and trace the uppercase and the lowercase letter B with their finger? Would you like to come up, Alexandra? Go ahead, come on up. And what color dot are you going to start out with your finger?
Green.
Green, next to the number 1. Okay, go ahead and take your finger all the way down and stop. And then what do you do next?
Pick it up and I start again.
And make how many big bubbles?
2 big bubbles.
1 big bubble and 2 big bubbles. Would you like to try the lowercase letter B? Okay, go ahead and try. And all the way down. Stop. Put your finger up. And 1 big bubble on your lowercase letter B. Good job, Alexandra. So today, to help us with our letter B as we all go into our centers, I am going to put in our centers our magnet board with our letter of the week. And I'll put some dry erase markers so you can draw some pictures of things that begin with the letter B. It might be things from our story, or maybe things from our sound box here in class, or maybe just something else from your imagination. And I'm also going to put over in our writing area our tracing cards that are just like the ones we have up here on our chart. So you can practice tracing your letter B with your finger. And then in this science area, because it begins with the letter B, I am going to add some, let's see if you can guess what they are.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. What sound do you hear when I say bubbles?
B.
You hear B. And what letter makes that B sound?
B.
Letter B. And then when we go into our small groups and we do our journaling time, we're going to use some blank paper today. And I'm going to give you pencils and markers. And I want you to also draw on here something that begins with the letter B and the B sound. It can be, again, something from our story. There were lots of cool things in our story. It can be something from our sound box or something from your imagination. And after you draw your beautiful picture of something that begins with the letter B, I really want you to try to draw or write the letter B on your paper. You may choose to write the uppercase letter B. You may choose to write the lowercase letter b, or you might want to make an uppercase B and a lowercase b. You might make one, or you might make a whole bunch all over your paper. And if you run out of room on the front, you can turn it over and use the back. But I want you to take your time and really use your brain and make a nice, beautiful picture. And I'll be coming around to check on you and work with you and give you help if you need it. Okay?
Yes, Miss Sam.
Everyone understand?
Yes, Miss Sam.
Did it make sense?
Yes, Miss Sam.
All right, well, let's get started. Getting ready to choose our areas. Oh, Alexandra, that is a beautiful picture you have there. Can you tell me about your picture?
It's a boat.
Boat. What sound do you hear when you say boat?
But
What letter do you remember that makes that sound?
B.
Letter B makes that sound. Do you think there's somewhere on your boat that you might like to write the letter B?
Maybe.
Or do you think might be a good spot to write the letter B?
Over here.
Can I see you try to make the letter B? Straight line. Very good. I like the way you picked up your pencil and went back to the top. Bubble. Two big bubbles. Very good. That's a beautiful letter B. Is that, let's see, which letter B is that? I can't remember.
Uppercase B.
Uppercase letter B. How about a lowercase letter B? Do you think there's room on your boat for a lowercase letter B? Good job. That is a wonderful lowercase letter B. Your big B has, uppercase B has two nice big bubbles, and your lowercase b has one big bubble. Did a very good job. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Miss Sam.
You're welcome.